Ever wondered about the story behind the world's very first murder? It's a tale of two brothers, family, jealousy, and a choice that echoed through history. Let's dive into the ancient story of Cain and Abel, the sons of Adam and Eve. After being expelled from the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve started a family. Their first son was Cain, who grew up to be a farmer, a man who worked the soil. His younger brother, Abel, became a shepherd, tending to the flocks. They were the first children ever born, living in a world still fresh and new. As time went on, both brothers decided to bring an offering to God to show their gratitude and worship. Cain, the farmer, brought some of the produce from his fields, fruits and vegetables he had grown. Abel, the shepherd, brought the very best of his flock, offering the firstborn lambs, the most prized parts. Then, something happened that would change everything. God showed favor to Abel and his offering, but he did not show the same favor to Cain and his. The scriptures don't tell us exactly why. Some scholars believe it was about the quality of the offering, that Abel gave his absolute best, while Cain's was perhaps just an ordinary portion. Others think it had to do with the attitude of their hearts. Abel's sincerity versus Cain's potential lack of it. Whatever the reason, the effect on Cain was profound. He became incredibly angry, and his face was downcast. He was consumed by jealousy and resentment toward his brother. God saw this darkness brewing in Cain's heart and spoke to him directly. He warned him, saying something like, "Why are you so angry? If you do what is right, you will be accepted. But if you don't, sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it." It was a powerful warning and a chance for Cain to change course. God was essentially telling him he had a choice. He could overcome the jealousy or let it consume him. But Cain didn't listen. He let the anger and bitterness fester inside him. One day, he invited his brother Abel to go out into the field with him. While they were there, alone, Cain acted on the darkness in his heart. He attacked his brother Abel and killed him. This was the first time death had come by the hand of another human. The first murder. A brother's love had turned into a brother's betrayal. Afterward, God came to Cain and asked, "Where is your brother Abel?" Cain's response became infamous. He lied, saying, "I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper?" He tried to deny his responsibility, to act as if his brother's well-being was none of his concern. But you can't hide anything from God. God knew exactly what had happened. He said, "What have you done? Listen, your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground." The consequences for Cain's actions were severe. God cursed him. The ground he worked, which was now stained with his brother's blood, would no longer produce crops for him. He was to become a restless wanderer on the earth, with no place to call home. Cain cried out that his punishment was more than he could bear. He was afraid that whoever found him would kill him in revenge. But even in this moment of judgment, God showed a strange kind of mercy. He placed a mark on Cain, not as a sign of shame, but as a sign of protection, so that no one who found him would kill him. So Cain left the presence of the Lord and lived as a wanderer. He went on to build a city and have a family, but he was forever marked by his tragic choice. The story of Cain and Abel is more than just an ancient tale. It's a powerful lesson about jealousy, anger, and the choices we make. It reminds us to guard our hearts against bitterness and to take responsibility for one another. It's a story that asks us all that timeless question: are we our brother's keeper? Thanks for watching. If you found this story interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more stories that have shaped our world